How's it going, everybody? It's Matt, the Christmas City Picker. First time doing a podcast, first time doing a video of me on YouTube, in front of the camera, not behind it. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am a picker, reseller, what have you, from Pennsylvania, hence the name Christmas City. It's a town that I live in. I've been reselling for, I'd say, over a decade, but haven't taken it really seriously, except for the past like 2 or 3 years. Just slowly ramping it up. I do it part time because I have a regular 9 to 5 and a second job, also as a distiller for a vodka company. So kind of busy, but this is what keeps me sane. This is my sanity. I figure, I have enough knowledge over my decade plus of picking and reselling that it's time I do a little video and see what I can share with others. As far as the podcast goes, I don't have anybody with me. If anybody wants to do a podcast with me, let me know. I enjoy banter back and forth. I don't really know how to do, hold a crowd for that long. So, but I digress. Let's see. What should we start with? For this first episode, I'm just going to give a little bit of a background of where I buy things. Up here in the Northeast, in the wintertime, early spring, it's hard to find things in terms of yard sales and flea markets. So generally, during that time, I will do storage lockers. I will do auctions or estate sales, anything that's indoors, just to kind of find some things that I can resell. During the summer months, I do all those regular things, the estate sales, the storage lockers, but then I also will add in flea markets and garage sales. So what I'm hoping to do is get some videos of that this summer because, I interact with the people at yard sales a lot. I don't just like going up and going, how much is this? All right, I'll give you half of what you're asking. So the only thing is I'm not real. I kind of stick out in a crowd. I'm 6'4", like about 300 pounds, so it's not like I can blend in. And going in with a GoPro on my chest might kind of, raise some eyebrows, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, so yeah, garage sales, flea markets, estate sales, storage lockers. I actually just bought 2 this past week at an online auction. Excuse me. One that I planned on buying and one that was actually offered to me by the manager of the facility because the bidder actually fell through, so she offered it to me at a discount. So that worked out. I made the money back actually by that night, and I still have more to sell out of that. What I buy to resell, I like anything vintage. As most of you know, Whatnot is becoming huge. I just had my first live on Whatnot. I enjoy the vintage clothing. I buy it on Whatnot to try to resell on eBay. I buy it for myself if it's in my size. That's not always the case because I guess back in the vintage days, they didn't have people as hefty as I am, so it's harder to find cool vintage stuff to buy on Whatnot in my size. But what I'll buy is vintage clothing, vintage toys, electronics, anything basically that has a resellable value, I will buy. What I'm good at is learning what is good to sell and what the price points are, and I usually store that up in the old noggin up here. And I don't like playing on my phone when I'm at sales, just because I want to. I figure I'll go with the gut feeling. What I'm looking for is toys from my childhood. I was born in '76, so my childhood in the early '80s and stuff was G.I. Joes, Motu. Turtles came a little bit later, but if I could find a flag in the box, which is the 7-foot aircraft carrier I don't know where I'd put it if it was put together because it's 7 foot. But yeah, that would be a grill. Anything like that. I love finding anything cool and old. And my man cave, which is on the other side of this wall, will attest to that. It's full of toys and stuff like that. And I even have see, the podcast can't see it, but the video can. And my vinyl stash back here. So both sides of that is vintage vinyl. And that's another one of the things I like looking for. But quick answer: anything that will make money. I know, like Matt from Part Time Pickers. He'll if he finds underwear new in a package, he'll buy it. I never really find anything like that new in package, but some people buy vintage out of package and sell it. That's more power to them. I can't do that. To me, that's just kind of odd. I mean, can you imagine me coming up at a yard sale and holding a pair of underwear and go, "Ooh, I like these. How much is this?" That's just, I don't know. It just kind of skeeves me out. But I mean, more power to anybody that does that. I just have a little, aversion to that. Let's see. The short-term goals of what I'm trying to do with the reselling is, over the years, it's basically just been like a stress relief. I love the hunt. I love finding things. I love reselling things. What I'm trying to do in the short term is quick story. My oldest son is 18. He's graduating high school this year. When he was a little kid, I'd say about like 7 or 8 years old, he really loved languages. That was his thing. And being German background, I told him if you can learn German by when you graduate, we'll go to Germany. So fast forward now to his graduating year, and he knows German. So I'm going to try to hold myself true to my word and take the family to Germany. I'm not going to be able to do it this summer. My regular, my regular 9-to-5 job actually closed after almost 20 years, and we sold to another company which bought us out, and I am now a manager there. So I have to kind of, use my vacation time wisely, and I need to get a hernia surgery at the end of the summer, so I'm going to have to use that time to heal up. But I can still pay for the tickets and still say we will go in 2023 when he's done with his first year of college. So I'll make good to it, on that bet to him. I've been doing well with that in terms of the reselling. It's chipping away at it, but as you all, I'm assuming everybody that's on this has been reselling for a little bit now and knows the basics of it in terms of how to use eBay, how to use Mercari. If anybody doesn't, leave a message on the YouTube video. On my Instagram, it's the same name. My email is on Gmail. It's the same name. So, let me know, and I can do a video on how to do some of that because I'm familiar with all the platforms. And it's been going, but it's going slow. So, the costs, the overhead kind of chips away at it in terms of fees. So it's beneficial to ramp it up a little bit. I'm still going to have to do it part-time just because, a family, a house, wife, 2 kids, the whole thing. It's kind of a scary thing to jump into in terms of full-time. But, so, which takes us to the long-term goal. The long-term goal is, I would love to do this full-time. We shall see how that goes. But the more realistic, I shouldn't say doing this full-time is not realistic, but the goal long-term of what I think I can attain with this is, and I want everybody else to think about it the same way, is I would like to try to be debt-free, let's say 2 years. I don't have much left on the house. The cars are paid for. My oldest is starting college. My youngest is in high school, so he'll be in college soon. But I think I would love to live debt free, pay for their colleges, pay for what we need. Many resellers like to reference Dave Ramsey. It's it's definitely a good idea to check out Dave Ramsey. He has lots of good plans. He even says reselling is a good thing to do to make extra money, to save, to use, to pay your bills, whatever you need to do. So a lot of us take it to the next level, not just selling one thing here and there out of our closet that we have that we don't need. So yeah, we can all strive to live debt free, and reselling is a great tool to help us get to that goal. If everybody wants to join and follow me, we can all be accountability buddies. I know not everybody's at the same stage in that race, but everybody should be trying to do it together and helping each other out. So in the spirit of full disclosure, I will figure out what I actually need to pay off still. And in a future podcast, future video, I'll go through what I still need to pay. And hey, you guys can hold me accountable. I don't care. I've been through bankruptcy. I've been through foreclosure. My house back in 2008, when the whole housing market, the whole financing thing went, I was laid off and replaced by somebody that just graduated from college for $30,000 less. So, fast forward to now, lost the job, lost the house, had to claim bankruptcy, moved back to my hometown, and work at this job now. And it worked out for the best, but still, you get that little sting, and it has that little drive that pushes you to, we're not going to let this happen again. We're not going to get back in that same position. Everybody says, oh, well, why did you have that much debt? It wasn't debt when you were working. It was easily paid for, but you didn't think down the road. So what that makes me do is always think down the road and always think what we should be doing. So if you want to join me, we can all, like I said, we can all be accountability buddies, and try this together. What we'll do in future episodes is I will get my GoPro on. I have 2 videos already on YouTube, which aren't that great. I got to learn how to edit. If anybody has any tips on how to do that stuff, feel free to let me know. I'll get better at this, I promise. I'll learn how to put the cool graphics. Like, I love watching Paul's videos when he has things here and here and there, and I'll learn how to do that. But yeah, we'll get the GoPro on. I'll keep buying storage units. We'll go into there. I'll go through everybody has death piles. I have death rooms, which I start off as a collector, and don't want to call it hoarding but heck, no hoarder ever calls himself a hoarder. I love collecting cool stuff. I don't have a problem with getting rid of it. It's just I'm slow with getting rid of it. So not a hoarder. So maybe I'll show the death rooms in the storage areas that are stuff that I have listed, I have yet to list, stuff that I have yet to process and go through and see what's to list. So what's coming up is we'll do those. We'll do some things like that. We'll do sales. We'll go through finding things, and we'll see what they cost, what the comps are, what I sold that week, and what I can realistically make that week, and I'll apply it to the goal. That's what we'll do. That's our little spin on everything. I'll keep a goal once I learn the graphics. I'll keep a goal up in the top, and we'll apply it to the goal every time that we have some sales. So we'll do that. So yeah, that's what's coming up. If anybody has any requests on episodes that topics on episodes that I should do, feel free to like I said, drop a comment on YouTube, Instagram, Gmail, anything like that. Let me know. I want to do what everybody wants me to talk about, and there goes the camera. I don't know what happened there. Hello. There we go. I want to do episodes that people want to hear. So I I'm not at a loss of words most of the time. So I'll talk about whatever anybody wants me to talk about. So yeah, so we'll do that. So like I said, again, if you could like and subscribe on YouTube, if you could download and follow on Spotify, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, whatnot is the same name. I'm gonna have a hat sale coming up soon, and I'll keep churning through those shirts and stuff that I find. I have some G.I. Joes, some wrestling figures too that I want to get through also. So we'll talk about whatnot in a future episode, and how I think it's gonna. Well, everybody knows it's up, that's on it. Already knows it's hitting, but we'll go through that a little bit. Shout outs to my buddy John and Devin from Severe Thrifters. They are on Spotify and YouTube, so give them a check. Severe like the county in Tennessee, not severe like they're harsh. So give them a check, and listen to them. Maybe in the future I'll do some podcasts with them if they'll have me. So we'll figure that out. But as far as it is now, just go ahead, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you want, and we'll go from there. All right. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. See ya.